Salute, men. It's your bro, BBD here. Pardon the wind, pardon if the camera's shaky. This is another just finished a big workout and big bike ride video. And today we're gonna chop it up about social media detox, subconscious mind programming, detoxing from the internet, social media, online detox, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say all the keywords right now because I don't know the title yet. But few people really realize how easily the subconscious mind is programmed and why you should be aware and take your power back. So stay tuned and let's start the show. Bad Boy TV. The subconscious mind is extremely easily programmed, and advertisers know this, social media companies know this, and some extremely clever content creators probably know it too. And we've never been bombarded by so much subconscious programming in our lives. The human brain hasn't been evolved for it. Well, it almost has been evolved for it, for how easily it can sink in. Because a lot of men who do know what they're talking about and do preach good alpha masculine empowerment content tell you not to care what other people think. And it truly is easier said than done, because speaking of subconscious programming, we are subconsciously programmed to care what other people think, because it's a survival mechanism. It was an important evolutionary, just using a science term, trait that we have to ensure survival. Because in a lot of circumstances in the past, when it came to survival, we required being a part of a group. And we are subconsciously at birth programmed intuitively and innately to care what other people think, because it's an ideal trait to ensure survival, like in the wild, for example. That's why it's easier said than done to actually do it. It's one of the hardest things to do. That survival mechanism's always gonna come back. I don't care how good you are, but you can subconsciously program your brain for positive things, like caring less what other people think. However, nowadays we are just being bombarded, and it's biohacking our human brain in a bad way. In just one quick scroll through social media, you can see dozens of advertisements, dozens of thoughts, a bunch of woke people saying woke quotes because they read one book, SJW propaganda, vegan propaganda. We're being subconsciously programmed like crazy from social media. And don't even get me started on television's commercials and film. Thank the Most High Father above that I detoxed from that. The most two recent movies I saw was The Joker and Avengers Endgame. I basically go see one movie a year. And one of the best ways to be red pill and detach from the matrix is detach and stop consuming mainstream programming. If you're constantly consuming it and you're not self-aware of what's going on, and you're just, because that's what the tube does. When you're watching the tube, you kind of switch off a little bit subconsciously, and it allows the subliminal programming and the subconscious programming to sink into your brain, whether you know it or not. Because once you're red pill and you detach, you become well more aware of the programming. I did a video about The Joker and Avengers Endgame, my own perspective on that. Like at the end of Endgame, for example, just one thing I recall off the top of my head, how Captain America simped out, and they made it seem like a heroic thing to do, like, yay, Captain America, your sole purpose in life is to save the world because you were injected with superhero serum. But no, it's noble to say, forget about my purpose, I'm gonna simp out for a woman and live the rest of my life a docile old man, not on my purpose anymore. How commendable. Because man, if you're consuming mainstream media on a regular basis, you're going to be fighting blue pills all the time. Whether you like it or not, because it's subconsciously going in your brain. That's why people are getting so depressed because of social media, is they're constantly seeing everybody's best of themselves. Everybody's putting the best of themselves up there. And they're subconsciously comparing themselves to others, to them. And one of the number one causes of unhappiness is comparison. I highly, highly encourage people to detox from social media and mainstream media. It's extremely beneficial. And in my opinion, you can't be truly red pill unless you do that. There's exceptions to the rule. If you have a business, you're an influencer or a content creator, yes, you do want to be on social media. It's a great way to make income. You want to be a mover and a shaker, but you don't just want to be a viewer. You want to be an influencer. You're wasting your time doing shit for free and putting yourself behind when there's something that you could be doing on there that could actually earn you some money, or you could be doing something else that earns you some money. It's a little challenge I have for you, man, for 2020, is deprogram from the social media and mainstream media. If you watch television and movies, cut back as much as possible. If you watch 4 movies a month, cut back to 1. If you watch 5 television shows, cut back to 1 television show. And when you do, and if you do, instead of just melting into that daze where you can subconsciously be programmed, put on those red pill lenses and try to see through the deception and the lies. It's fun. It's like a good, healthy brain challenge to, instead of just sitting back and let it soak in, sit back and think and try to pick out, look at that, it's fun, it really is fun. Trying to pick out, damn, you feel, truly, I hate the term, but you feel woke, you feel red pill when you can spot little blue pill Easter eggs and programming and the garbage that's out there right now. So don't be one of those new age hipster clowns on social media claiming they're woke. Be truly woke and unplug from the matrix. And this applies to content creators too. Truly look through the content creators that you are watching. Like, I still consume some wrestling channels because I don't want to watch a 3-hour Raw, but I'll love getting just some of the highlights. And you can even pick out little blue pill Easter eggs from wrestling. It's everywhere. So use discernment. Pick out the good red pill Easter eggs and be clever enough to push out and reject the bad blue pill ones. It's a pretty cool feeling. Because I'm just halfway through, but I just downloaded the book, The 48 Laws of Power. And so far, I've collected a few little nuggets out of there. But man, 48 Laws of Power is mostly my opinion, but how to be a deceptive, unscrupulous, underhanded. You gotta reject the bad stuff. Use real discernment when consuming any kind of content, because you can collect a lot of good gems, but reject the bad ones and identify them. If you care to know the way I do it, I scroll through Facebook once a day. I wish people happy birthday. I put happy birthday, peace and prosperity, copy and paste it for all the people. The law of reciprocity dictates that it's good to wish people happy birthday. And then I'll do a little scroll through and be done with it. Once a day. Comment down below if you want me to elaborate on anything more. Turn that like button blue. Check out my latest video right there. Check out another one right there. I'll drop another one right here. That's a good one. And subscribe to BBD right up there. I'm out of here. Peace.